Boys basketball notebook: Wilson leads DCIAA after downing Theodore Roosevelt. In this week's notebook, we cover Wilson, Bullis, Georgetown Prep, Episcopal, St. Stephen ''S/Street Agnes, Southern and South Lakes. In a battle of the DCIAA undefeateds, Wilson kept their heads. It was the type of game that built hype with every passing result. The longer Theodore Roosevelt and Wilson each remained undefeated in DCIAA play, the more people looked forward to their February 8 meeting. When it finally arrived, it seemed like every hoops fan in DC had packed into the gym at Roosevelt, and Wilson thrived off it. "These are seasoned guys that have been here before. I didn't have to talk to them before about focus," Wilson coach Angelo Hernandez said. "I wish every crowd was like that." Riding that momentum, the Tigers established themselves as the unquestioned kings of the DCIAA with a dominant 90-59 win. Junior point guard Jay Heath Jr. led Wilson with 30 points, a career high. "He told me during practice that you're going to see a different kid on Thursday," Hernandez said of Heath. "I asked him what that meant and he said you'll see." Boys basketball top 20, the postseason begins for many of area's top teams. The number 15 Tigers came out strong, finishing the first quarter up 10. They never let up, entering the fourth quarter with the same 21-point lead they would finish with. The victory earned them the league's regular season title and a top seed in the playoffs. The Roosevelt win was the penultimate contest in an arduous, 35-game regular season for Wilson. Hernandez said he scheduled a competitive non-conference schedule early on, including games against Rock Creek Christian Academy and Riverdale Baptist, to help his team get ready for moments like Thursday night. Those non-league games were tough games. And all the preseason weight room work, the yoga, the track stuff, everything that people don't see, that's what's helping us this time of year. The Tigers ended their regular season with a 56-53 win over Poly from Baltimore Saturday. They will head into the playoffs having won 14 of their last 15 games. Michael Rigota repeats as Interstate Athletic Conference Tournament champs. Bullis will battle the league's balance. When Bullis coach Bruce Kelly surveys the IAC this year, he sees parity, more than in years past. The respective top 4 seeds, Georgetown Prep, Bullis, Episcopal and St. Stephen ''S/Street Agnes, were separated by just 2 games in the regular season standings. So, Kelly expects this week's conference tournament will be extra competitive. But with experience from last year's run to the IAC crown, the coach feels his number 2 seed Bulldogs definitely have a shot. "Those top 4 teams can all beat each other," Kelly said. "It's usually the top 2 teams in the league, but this year, there's clearly more play at the top." Girls basketball top 20, Woodbridge, Leonardtown join the rankings. Senior guards Vado Morse, 23 points per game, and Lincoln Uter, 10.9, have created a cohesive dynamic with the Bulldogs this season, Kelly said. "They can handle the ball, score or defer to teammates, such as junior Nenda Tark, 14.5. That flow, plus the Bulldogs winning 8 of their last 9 games, has earned them a bye in the quarterfinals, an advantage for avoiding fatigue in the 3-game, 3-day tournament structure," Kelly said. In the quarterfinals Thursday, number 3 seed Episcopal will host number 6 seed Landon, and number 4 seed St. Stephen ''S/Street Agnes will welcome number 5 seed St. Albans. The former winner will play Friday at number 2 seed Bullis, and the latter Friday at number 1 seed Georgetown Prep, for berths to Saturday's final on the higher seeds court. Collie Kaplan Southern thrives with unpredictable offense. Southern coach Will Maynard concedes he'd be a fool to not structure his offense around Curtis Holland III. The 6'2", 200-pound point guard's magnetic handles and intimate court vision belie the speed and power that have helped him posterize scores of defenders across Anne Arundel County. But the Bulldogs were too predictable last season. Then senior guard Jairus Carroll shouldered the scoring load when needed, but otherwise, opponents didn't need to think too hard to game plan for the Bulldogs. Not this year. Holland, a high point commit, is still the focus of the offense. But Southern has options, from Al Horvath to Justin Salisbury to Logan Klingerman to Nico White to Dasan Fowler. Maynard said all those seniors are capable of scoring in double figures, and it makes Southern, 16-4, a more formidable team as the postseason looms. We feel that, every time we're on the court, we have 5 guys capable of scoring, Maynard said. Maynard said the Bulldogs can clinch the number 1 seed in the Maryland 2A South Region Section 2 with wins over Patuxent and South River to close the regular season. Southern was a number 4 seed last season, and fell to number 5 Gwynn Park in the first round of the playoffs. The Bulldogs are confident this season will end differently. On offense, the team likes to slow things down and wait for great shots. It's hardly a difficult task for a team that prides itself on its versatility. Joshua Needham and South Lake's Cameron Savage returns from injury to win Liberty District Player of the Year, after he tweaked his knee against Madison in December. South Lake's junior Cameron Savage had a rare chance to sit and watch. The 3-year starter at point guard had missed 1 game in his high school career before the sprain kept him on the bench for 2.5 weeks. I finally was able to notice our pace of play and how important it is, Savage said. I noticed that everything was too slow, so when I came back I've been focused on making sure we're playing fast. Savage leads the Seahawks with 15 points per game. South Lakes lost 44-43 to W.T. Woodson in Savage's first game back from injury before ripping off 10 straight wins. The Seahawks are the top seed in this week's Liberty District Tournament, and on Saturday, Savage was named the district's Player of the Year. Congratulations to Cameron Savage, at Savage_Cameron, on being named Liberty District Player of the Year. pic.twitter.com/is7xili3, and Drew Duggan, at Coach Duggan. February 10, 2018. The Seahawks' win streak was snapped in their regular season finale in a 33-32 loss at Langley on Friday. South Lakes could see the Saxons again in the district tournament. It's good that we got that loss out of the way and realized that we can be beaten in conference, Savage said. We got a chip back on our shoulders.